So I'm not sure you're familiar with the story. It is a little bit of a Twitter mystery, and Twitter is currently imploding because of it. So it's the "that MF is not real" airplane incident video. I don't know if you've seen it. We're going to watch it in a second. But it sparks a lot of mystery and intrigue. People come up with all kinds of crazy stories and explanations of what might be going on here. So I want to go through those with you guys in this video. It's going to be fun. But first, let's take a look at the original video that everyone talks about. This was uploaded to Twitter, as far as I'm aware, 4 days ago, okay, on the 3rd of July. Let's take a look.
Say whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm getting the f off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the f off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two f***s, but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
I love how everyone turns around the second she's like, that guy is not real. Everyone's like, who? If he's not real, why would you turn around? It makes no sense. It's a conundrum. But it's intriguing, right? What's going on? Like, who was she referring to? Some people immediately came forward, said, oh, well, she was probably drunk. Other people say, well, she's referring to the stewardess, but that's a woman. And she said, this dude. So people come up with all kinds of theories, okay? As I said, Twitter is imploding as we speak. People claim that she's hiding secret sign language, satanic sign language, in what she's saying. Look, she's doing the 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down as she's pointing. As above, so below. It's a satanic symbol. Look at it, okay? Intentional, absolutely intentional. She's trying to tell us something, okay? She's encountered the devil. No, but joke aside, I think one of the few things that can be certainly said about this video, because the woman hasn't come forward and whatever happened, or the man she spoke to hasn't come forward. So one thing that's actually certain, I think, is that she has definitely encountered / seen something that terrified her. Okay, that's for sure. She's very emotional. She doesn't seem drunk to me, the way she speaks. Maybe she had a drink or two, you know, but even if you have a drink or two, that doesn't make you hallucinate things. But I think part of the intrigue of the video is that she's so emotionally involved, right? It's clearly that it's very genuine what she's saying. She might be a bit besides herself or whatnot, whatever the reason is, but it's very clear that, you know, what she's saying in her head at least is completely real. Then this video surfaced, okay, and I can't play the audio because it's like a dark remix of I Got 5 on It from Lunis, if you know that song. But anyway, it shows a guy in a green hoodie, okay? So guy in a green hoodie sitting in an airplane. Now, people are like, oh my God, look at him. He doesn't look real. They go on close-ups on his face, right? And they're like, he looks like a lizard. The lizard people, they're everywhere. He's just a lizard. And also, did you notice the hoodie is green? Like a lizard? Did you think about that? Did you have that on your radar? Okay, so raises loads of questions, including people noticing creepy creatures sitting in the back of the plane, right? Everyone's like, guys, I noticed something. What's that? I think it's just a person with sunglasses, but anyway, it's very creepy. Very, very creepy. Stevie Wonder. But anyway, then in response to the video we just watched, the airplane with green hoodie guy sitting there, this guy surfaced and chimed in. Let's listen to this.
But I don't appreciate that kind of stuff. So I'm going to make this one video. I'm going to clear the air and just tell, like, nothing crazy happened on the plane for the rest of the flight. What else happened? Like, you know, let me just clear the air and just tell you the rest of my little story, and then that's it. I forgot about it, whatever. I've seen shit in my life. Like, I'm going to move on with my life. So whatever. First off, I was on the plane. So everyone's saying, oh, the people are talking about the flight attendants were switched on the plane. That isn't weird. People are like, that's so weird. That happens. People come down, the flight attendants come down with the plane and land in.
Right, so because the crew on the plane switched, everyone's losing their mind. Did you know the crew was switched just before the plane took off? What does that mean? It's like, yeah, that means the schedule was that a different crew goes on the plane. I love this. I love how it triggers people's like conspiracy buttons so hard. Like the smallest thing that anyone finds is like, oh my God, that explains everything.
Inspect it and leave, and then the new flight attendants come for the flight out. Like, that's normal. And then the last thing was like nothing else really happened on the plane. I just noticed, which now again, looking back, this is just kind of strange to me. The guy never once said anything to anyone the entire flight, not even the flight attendant, didn't ask for anything. He didn't have headphones, never pulled out a phone, didn't have a computer, wasn't reading anything, didn't watch the TV in front of him.
He's talking about the green hoodie guy, right?
He just like sat there frozen the entire flight, which I don't know. I'm not thinking about it again because people are like saying, oh, you didn't notice? No, I'm not thinking about this shit. You know, I don't know. Maybe he's meditating. I don't know. You've got to take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't know. But what was also weird is he didn't have a bag or anything when we left the plane. He just got up in jeans and his hoodie and walked right off the plane. And I tried to kind of see if I could see him again, but as soon as we got to the ramp, didn't see him again. So that's really all that happened. And I don't really care to talk about this anymore, but I don't appreciate the email that I got last night talking about like, oh, we see what you're doing. We hear you. We see you. That's bullshit. So don't send me that kind of crap anymore. That kind of stuff is annoying, but that's it. Like, that's my story. Whatever. Everyone has a story. Everyone's saying about it. But who gives a f? Believe what you...
So I know there's a different version of this video, not a different one, it's slightly longer, where he actually says, and then as I was sitting there, and this guy in the green hoodie, as the woman was off the plane, was walking down the aisle and looked back at me, and he blinked at me. And his eye didn't blink like this. It blinked like that, right? I don't know why I put the wrong video in here, but he says that. And what he didn't know is that the video on the freaking airplane that we just looked at is from 2022, okay? If you compare the overhead lockers in this video with the other video, they are significantly different. It is not the same plane. This is an old video, and that means this guy's response to the video of saying, yeah, I saw the green hoodie guy on the plane and that's what he did, is also nonsense. Okay, the whole thing is nonsense. It's just a rouse. We've been sent down a dead end with this, all right? So Christopher on Twitter says, I bet she took an Ambien with alcohol and waited too long to go to sleep and entered into that weird zone. And I think that's much closer to an actual explanation of what happened here, okay? In my opinion, I don't know this woman. I have no idea of the context. Obviously, I wasn't on the plane, but... dude, either she is struggling with some mental issues. Again, I don't know, but it's a possibility. And she just sees things that are not there. Maybe she didn't take her medication. That stuff can escalate very, very quickly and you can have an episode like that. Or, like Christopher says, maybe she took some medication. She doesn't take that often and had a drink or two. And the combination of that with lack of sleep or something can put you into that weird twilight zone, right? It can put you into... I never experienced it, but... you know, it's scientifically proven that that can happen. Almost like a state between sleep and awake, and you start to hallucinate as you would in your dreams and so on. So it's really weird, but it could be a rare case of that as well. And those two scenarios and explanations are, in my opinion, much more likely than a lizard person sitting in the back of the plane. Also, you saw it's economy class, bro. Which lizard king person would be flying economy class? The whole freaking thing makes no sense. Leave your thoughts on the story down in the comment section below. I found it very fascinating as I discovered it yesterday on Twitter, so... and maybe, you know, maybe I'll do an update on it, you know? If the woman comes forward, gives some context, or we get more meat to the bone to that story, so to say, I'll update you guys. So, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, obviously, and you can join our Discord. We have a Discord where I hang out, where lots of other people hang out. The link to that is in the description, and it's completely free. And what is it? It's basically a community of people where you can talk about anything you want, okay? You can talk about politics, video games, hardware, maybe your problems. We have a venting channel where you can just kind of anonymously tell anyone what you're struggling with. So please join the Discord. I would be happy and delighted to see you there, meet you. Thanks so much for watching the video. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Bye.